Alrighty, so this objective was very easy. I essentially just had to go and choose a drive disk that wasn't already level 15. I chose this one for Lucy. I then leveled it up to the max of 15, as you can see in the video. After just a few times, decided to go stage by stage for whatever reason, and that then counted for this objective right here. For this objective, I essentially had to go over to the respective person, so this being Agent Tuner on 6th Street. I essentially had to then do his little puzzle, and then he would answer the questionnaire, and then that objective would be completed. And again, with this next invitation, I essentially had to go over to the respective person. So this time being Lighter in Blazewood. I had to go through a bit of his dialogue, and then he would then answer the questions for the survey. This next one I decided to do was pretty easy. All I had to do was just level up a agent's skill. So I had to go through who I didn't already have leveled, which as you can see is Von Lycon. I then leveled up his wrong talent. So unfortunately that did not count. It was actually the skill enhancement at the bottom. So as you can now see, I'm then having to go and essentially pick up some more chips for him. But then I actually change my mind and I go for the elite challenge instead. I then again look for who I need respective materials for, which is for Bernice. I decided to choose, and those being from Doppelganger Jane. I then fight her 3 times and I then get that completed. Next what I do is I then go for the Notorious Hunt challenge. I then basically talk to Ophelia, as you can see here. I then need to figure out whose material I actually need. So I then look through who actually needs it. And I think again is Bernice. So I then need some Scala engines from the Pompeii boss. And then I go and fight him at least once, and then that challenge is then completed.
This is the path I follow. My blade is ready.
What I do next is I go back over to the level up skill challenge, and I then go back over to Von Lycon and actually realize that, hey, I need ice chips and Denny's. So I then head over to the respective combat challenge after I attempt to craft a few. And as you can see, I am 10 out of 12. I then head over to go and get some more Denny's, because then I use the chips from the battle pass to essentially fund the rest of the resources.
This is the path I follow.
I'm at your disposal.
Then finally, as you see, just from the completion of the final two, everything is essentially complete, so I don't have to worry about that login for 2 extra days in the direct center. And that is day 1, so I now have to wait roughly a day and then day 2. So as you can see, I first start the day out with 3 of the combat simulation missions. So I essentially go through 3 rotations of ice chips for Von Lycon, because I'm still slowly working on his skills. And then once that is done, we will then head over to the next challenge. In turn of completing the 3 combat simulations, we also complete the 300 battery spent. Now we then head over to Qingxi and we essentially do the same thing as we have done with Agent Turner and Lighter. We get her to answer a survey, but a bit different with this one is that she actually heads into the HIA and asks questions. After doing the questionnaire with Qingxi, we then head over to Alexandrina and we ask her the same thing about completing the survey. But as she completes her survey, we then have to help her Bang Boo out because it is not feeling up to standard. We then do its little mini game, and then the questionnaire is all done. And as you can see, we finished up the questionnaire with Rena. We then head over to Lost Void, which, if you guys haven't already done Lost Void at all, it is essentially like the simulated universe in Honkai Star Rail. It is a really great game mode, and as you can see, I've only just now hit extreme intensity. My god, it was insane, but it was a great experience. So I'll just basically go through it as quick as I can, and then we will be back to do more of the challenges. And as you can see, Lost Void is then done. We then go and work on leveling up a Bang Boo. I think it was the Avocado. Yep, as you can see, level up to 60. Avocado is a really great bamboo that I've been using recently in the tower game mode. I forget what his name is specifically, but as you can see right there, everything is now complete after that final level up. And yeah, that was the entirety of the Collab Designer event. I thank you all for watching. If you like Zenless Zone Zero content, make sure you subscribe for more.